Okay, here we are with our iPad again, and we're going to be measuring it again, but this time instead of using informal units of measure, which can be any size. The ones that we've used, some of them are uniform, some of them aren't, but this time when we're talking about it, they need to be all the same size. So the reason that they need to be all the same size is it gives an accurate measurement of how much area is inside the iPad. So what will we need as a formal unit of measure? Well, I have a little MAB right here. Okay, we're going to use that. So you can put it up in the corner. Now, for it to be a formal unit of measure, every one of them has to be the same size. Every one of them has to be the same shape. That makes them a formal unit of measure. So, let's see how that works. Let's spread them out and see what happens. Okay, so now we have a whole lot of these little MABs, and let's just move them across one at a time and see what happens, and we'll put them nice and close in. And you can see how they start to all sit together. It gets a bit difficult, but that's okay. And they all start to sit together. They're not completely straight because I couldn't get them straight. But you can see how they're uniform, they're all the same, they all sit together, and they make up a row, and then you can bring more in underneath, and you can see how it all kind of fits together. So using uniform measurement makes it a lot easier to find out the area of this iPad. There's no guesswork. You don't have to worry about, well, is that shape the right size? Will that fit? Will that do? Will that make a difference? So you can see that's how it's all starting to fit together there, and you get an idea of the area in MABs of that iPad. Okay, so you can also use different sizes. Like here's a bigger cube, and you can put that on. But remember that for it to be uniform, all the cubes have to be the same. So we can place that cube there, and then we can get another one and place this one here as well. Maybe we can put it down there and leave those other ones up there. But as long as your cubes or your shape, whatever you're using, are the same size, they have to be uniform shape. So you can't use other things, like you can't use feathers, you can't use torn bits of paper, you can't use something that's an odd shape because it won't fit within the area properly. So you can see that it just doesn't have to be one kind of shape, but it has to be a uniform shape. Now, your job, go out and try this as well, try it in EduCreations if you want to, and try and see if you can get other uniform shapes and put them inside your iPad. It doesn't have to be an iPad, you can use another shape if you like. You can use a desktop, you can use a box, whatever you would like to use. You can talk to your teacher about it if you wish and come up with some kind of shape that is uniform as well, and then go ahead and find as many different kinds of uniform units of measure that you like. Off you go.